Good evening. I'm Linda Monkeyfist. Thank you for joining us tonight for our special report on the campaign that's sweeping America. Portland, Oregon, USA. The place for a Buddhist monk to call home? Granted, Portland, Oregon is home of majestic vistas, beautiful gardens, open landscapes, outstanding education, and weather. But really, the place for a Buddhist monk to call home? That's what the campaign says. We decided to take it to the streets and hear what the people have to say. Beth, tell us, what does Portland, Oregon have to offer a Buddhist monk?
Well, Linda, one word: opportunity. People in Portland, they do not have a lot of exposure to Buddhist monks, and yet they're on the brink of enlightenment, and they just need to be taught. What we need in this town is good Dharma talk by duly appointed official Buddhist monks. I think they would find that the Portland people are open and ready and just need that little nudge to get them onto the path of enlightenment. I think they would find their work here very satisfying. So I would have to say, Linda, opportunity. The Portland area offers a Buddhist monk opportunity.
So Liz, why do you think that Portland, Oregon needs a resident Buddhist monk?
Well, we need a resident Buddhist monk because we have so many little ones that are destined to grow up to be Buddhist monks. We need somebody to train them and teach them the ways of the world.
So Connor, what is it that Portland, Oregon, USA has that nowhere else on the planet has?
Yeah.
Why do you think that Portland needs a resident Buddhist monk?
Let me tell you, Linda, Portland needs a resident Buddhist monk because there are so many chickens that need to find enlightenment. It's true. I happen to have 4 chickens and 1 chicken. That's a turkey who thinks she's a chicken. See, talk about confusion. David, we need you. Help us out. Come back. Help my chickens be enlightened.
Why should Portland, Oregon be home for a Buddhist monk?
I think that the question really becomes, why shouldn't Portland be the home of all the Buddhist monks in the world? You see where I'm coming from here? You feel the... right? Okay. So you think the wind is blowing softly through the trees. Yeah, you see that, don't you? Yeah. All right, you come to Portland.
Judy, I have to say that is some of the most beautiful jewelry I've ever seen. Can you tell me something about it? Where'd it come from?
Oh, I'm so glad you noticed it, Linda. I just love it. My grandson David, he's a Buddhist monk, you know, has given me this jewelry. He gave me this gorgeous piece just recently. His master gave me this piece. I just adore it. Some of his Buddhist friends have made these bracelets for me. He is such a good boy. He's so devoted to his grandmother. I just absolutely love him. He wasn't always this good a boy, however. He used to be kind of a wild child. He used to have wild, raucous parties and kind of disgrace himself. I became very, very concerned. I had a long talk with David, and I said, grandson, if you ever expect to make anything of yourself, you need to straighten up and you need to graduate from college. So with my help, pushing, David finally straightened around and graduated from Marylhurst University. This was when I first suspected that he really would make him something of himself and that he might actually be of some further value to me, because at the time of his graduation, his master came, his Buddhist monk friends came. There's my grandson David. Isn't he adorable? Isn't he hot? Isn't his master hot? Aren't they cute? Anyway, these monks, every time they come to Portland now, bring me this gorgeous jewelry. So I think more monks should come live in Portland. They really, really help me with my accumulation of bling.
So why should a Buddhist monk call Portland, Oregon home?
Well, I would say it's because Portland is a place that has a lot of greenery and trees, and people really value their trees in Portland, especially in Lake Oswego. It has a lot of wildlife and animals, and between the plant life and animals, that's really important to Buddhist thought and spirituality. And also because people in Portland are generally open and willing to learn new things and have a reputation for being interested in recycling and just keeping all the good things in our physical world that are so important for spirituality. And so I think it would be a great place for a Buddhist monk.
Miguel, why do you think that Portland, Oregon is the place for a Buddhist monk to call home?
Well, first of all, I believe a good place for a Buddhist monk to be is in Portland. There are a lot of lovely friends that you have made who would love to have you around and sharing your spirituality, your friendliness, the peace that you hold. And it would be a really wonderful place for you to come and hang out and see all your friends and buddies when necessary. Also, I could really use a drum buddy. I miss my drum buddy, and I have no one to play with, no one to talk about music, and helping me in my lessons. So that would be another wonderful reason why a Buddhist monk should return to Portland and hang out with all of his warmth and his beauty and his blessings that he shares with everybody. So that's my reason why a Buddhist monk should be here and in Portland amongst his friends. Even though I know you're making wonderful friends around the world in your travels and in your studies, but Portland, I think, is where you should be at times. Thank you very much, my friend. Peace.